if y'all can hear me and all of that. This is a mess. All right, but we got to stream. It's not really the way I want to start off. All right. We got to stream. I don't know if y'all can hear. If y'all can hear. Okay, we can hear. All right, good. All right. If y'all can hear. Okay. Oh boy. They must have done a update recently that's making it do that. I don't know what's going on, but I know it's a pain and it's something that we got to deal with. So, but here we are. What's up, y'all? Are we good? We good. Levels is good. Levels is good. Levels is good. Damn. I wish I would have. I'm gonna just change the question. Okay. What's up, y'all? Hold on. Okay, we good? Sorry about that, y'all. I mean, it was crazy. It was crazy. A lot going on today. But today, here it is, first day, 2026, January 1st, the first day of 2026. I hope y'all had a good New Year's celebration, however it went. And we are here. But we do have a topic tonight. This is the Daily Go Getimism show, in case you didn't know. I know when you try to read it up there, it's hard to read because the way the camera is on YouTube is inverted, so I would have to write it backwards in order for you to see it forward. But the sign says the Daily Go Getimism show. What's good? How y'all feeling? Luis Damian Barrera. What's going on? Damian Barrera. And what's that? Aria. What up? Peace and blessings. What's good? So can y'all hear me all right? Is the audio good? You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all just got finished partying or y'all, stayed in the house, we're chilling. But tonight, we're talking about if you don't check them, then you agree with them. So basically what we're talking about tonight is when you let somebody spread, rumors or false information or talk bad about somebody that you're cool with or that you're close with or that you're friends with or that you're family with, if you let them go on and on and on talking bad about the person that you're cool with, then either you agree with what they were saying, or you might be playing both sides of the fence. So that's basically what we're talking about tonight on the Daily Go Getimism show on this first day out the gate. Now, we could have did a show tonight about New Year's resolutions and all that kind of stuff, but I figured, hey, let's talk about something real. Let's talk about something that actually affects us. New Year's, the first day of the year, you start thinking about all the things that happened in the previous year and probably about the things that you want to do in the upcoming year. Well, the people that were with you in the previous year, hopefully they crossed over into the new year with you. Now, how many of y'all have carried everybody from 2025 into 2026? And on January 1st, 2025, who were you friends with? Who were you cool with? Who were you in love with? Are they the same people that you're rocking with on January 1st, today, in the first few hours of 2026? Now, one of the reasons that you may not have carried your peoples from 2025 into 2026 is because you may feel like they need to be left behind in 2025. Maybe some of those peoples are out of your lives. Maybe they're not fit. Maybe they're not fit to come into 2026 with you. So let me hear from y'all. Are you carrying everybody from 2025 into 2026 with you? Diversity Puppet says, Happy New Year, brother. Your audio is perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Believe me, we had a different stream a few minutes ago. And because it wasn't working out. It wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. But we here. I had to redo the whole thing. I had to rewrite. I didn't have to rewrite it up. I just had to paste the description. But that's the reason why I copy the description, just in case something crazy happens, and it did. Whatever could happen, will happen. What's up, Starlight Leon? What up? And 3W3 Broken 07. So I'm bringing them. Lance and Anthony, so I'm bringing them. Two friends named Lance. Or is that Lance? Is that Lance? Lance and Anthony. So I'm bringing them. All right, cool. And Aria says, yes, but I'm selective to begin with. Cool. I hear that. Straight start. Starlight Leon says, can I get a hug? A hug? Let me see. Are you a woman? Because listen, man, this is not the place for all of that. Let me see. Oh, okay. All right, you are a woman. It's hard to see with these little pictures. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to ask, are you real? But I am I am curious. Because some of those profile pictures that y'all have, I'll be like, I don't really think, I don't know. Sure. You have a hug if you're a woman. Take, got it. Matter of fact, come in close. Got you. All right, we good. All right. Why you mad, son? What's good? You sub? Peace to you for that. Thank you for subbing. But Do y'all understand what we're talking about tonight? Do you get the gist of the conversation that we're having tonight? You said, I love your channel. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. I really, really do. So do you understand what we're talking about tonight? You know, like, okay, let me give y'all an example, a clear example. If you had a good friend, you know, somebody that you talk to on a regular basis, hang out with, do things with, plan things with, or whatever. And let's say they came to you one day or called you on the phone and they told you that somebody that you're not cool with, somebody that you're not good with, somebody that you're not really friends with, maybe y'all know each other and y'all not, to your knowledge, y'all not mad at each other. But anyway, they call you on the phone or they tell you in person that somebody has been throwing dirt on your name, been talking bad about you, almost basically painting you out to be a not so good person, a not decent person, indecent, not cool. And so maybe you ask your friend who told you that somebody has been talking bad about you. You may ask them, well, what did you say while they were talking bad about me? Did you defend me? Did you stick up for me? Did you correct them? Did you tell them like, nah, that's my people's, that's my man? You know, like, nah, don't, you know, first of all, the things that you're saying aren't right because he's a good dude. And what if they tell you, well, I didn't say anything. I just let them, you know, say what they said, but I knew I was going to tell you what they said. How would you feel about that? Would that be okay with you? Would that be okay with you? You know, because that wouldn't be all right with me. That wouldn't be all right with me. That wouldn't go over very well. That wouldn't go over very well. What about y'all? DW Broken, you said you would be mad, really mad. Exactly. Like, what would be a reason? What would be the reason that somebody who you're close to wouldn't defend you if somebody was lying about you or talking bad about you or just making you look bad by the words that they were saying? Why would they feel comfortable talking to your friend, your people? Why would they feel comfortable? If they know that y'all good friends. Aria, you says I'm cool with it. Okay. All right. Starlight says I would hate it. And DW3 Broken Note say fake friend. Is that the, you know, it sure doesn't sound like a real friend. Not to me. That don't sound like something that a real friend would do. You know, let somebody go on and on and on about you, you know, maybe lying about you, especially if there are other people around. And you know, if somebody is talking to you bad about somebody else, you're not the only one that they're talking to. You know, because that's the way people who spread rumors and you know, messy people are messy. They spread the mess around. They like to spread the mess around. As Sliff says, LeBron, stop screaming. Shit, I wish I was LeBron. And I wish LeBron had the balls to totally shave his head. But LeBron is a multi super millionaire, and he can do whatever he wants. I do whatever I can. But anyway, Aria says, I'm an observer type. So I let people show their cards so I know who to deal with or not. Yeah, but we're talking about if somebody, all right, let's say you observe people and let them go on about, you know, whatever, whoever, whatever. But do you think that that's showing solidarity or loyalty to your friend, to your people? So if somebody was talking about your brother or your sister or somebody that you look at as a brother or sister, if they was talking bad about them, you wouldn't say anything? I mean, you know, you could be truthful, because if you wouldn't say anything, you wouldn't say anything. You know, I'm just saying. You know, I'm not going to let somebody spread, especially false information. Especially false information. Like, I'm not going to let somebody just go on and on and on about somebody that I know and that I'm close to, especially when I know the truth. I'm not going to do that. Robin Ming, what's good? How you feeling? DW3 says, main message, don't lie or spread rumors. Sounds like a good idea to me. And Starlight says, that is a fake friend. I'm a real friend would help you defend when you need them and come when you are sad. It sounds right to me. That's what I'm saying. Good to see you, Rob. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year, for real. Leo Gonzalez says, John, okay. You got a Bible verse going on? That's what's up. Do your thing. But yeah, you know, now there can be other areas. There can be other areas where somebody doesn't speak up. When they know that somebody is dead wrong. You know what I mean? Speaking on it. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my girl Kim on the line. She called earlier. Let me get her in on this conversation. And we can keep on rocking. Oh, she might be busy.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 31772856339 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Kimmy, what's good? Happy New Year, number one. And number two, the stream is up, so if you want to call in, come through. We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking all fast lane, no coasting. All right. Maybe she'll call back. Maybe she won't, but we'll be ready if and when they do. Mariah Jenkins, what's good? What's good? How you feeling, Ma? How you feeling? What you got that what you got that copy? Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to everybody. Thanks for coming through, y'all. So we talking about, if you don't check them, then you agree with them. If you don't check them, then you agree with them. Now, there can be a lot of situations, not just a friend situations where somebody might let somebody just go ahead and spread false information or damaging information about somebody, and they might not speak up. But I'm curious to know, why wouldn't you speak up in a situation where you know that somebody is just, you know what I mean, putting somebody down or not telling the truth about somebody or whatever? I don't know about y'all, but I take friendship very seriously. I don't play around when it comes to my peoples. You know, because if I'm down with you hard body 100%. I'm going all in. And I mean, if I don't fuck with you like that, I don't fuck with you like that. It is what it is. But if I'm down with you, then make no mistake, we all in like Paul in, baby. Hold on. All right. Okay. But yeah. Yeah. If I'm cool with somebody, I'm cool with them. For real. And there has to be a meeting of the minds. There's something spiritual about anybody that I consider myself to be real friends with. So I'm not going to let somebody just, you know, talk bad about somebody that I like. It's not going to happen. Now, If you're telling the truth and you're just expressing, truthful thoughts, an observation or something like that, that's one thing. But if you're throwing dirt on somebody's name, which is a whole different situation, I ain't gonna let you do that. Like, and it could be something simple. Like, one word that irks me that people like to throw around is selfish. People are quick to call somebody selfish. Such and such is all about self. They selfish. And a lot of times people call other people selfish when they haven't given them something that they wanted. But they may not have deserved it. The person may not have had it to give them. The person may have had to put themselves in a bind in order to give them something, and the other person couldn't understand that, so they call them selfish. And a lot of times there's a lot more to the story than what the person is telling or talking about. So, but they want to plant it in your mind that they're selfish. Everybody can't use the word selfish. Not everybody can use the word selfish, because a lot of times the person that's the most selfish is the one calling somebody else selfish. But they might have sour grapes because they didn't get what they wanted. They didn't get what they wanted. Schultze Kins. What's good? How you feeling? Good to see you. Just don't spread false info in the first place or stop them. I can't argue with that. Aria says, I would correct what's inaccurate, but if they don't pick it up, I will hear their view on it. I want to see how skewed people are. Human nature is interesting. Okay. Leo Gonzalez, what's good? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate y'all. Please, y'all, hit the like button. I know sometimes you come into the stream, you may not be sure if you really want to be here, but if you come through, just throw me a like. It helps the channel. The channel needs help. I would appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I'm not trying to sell you anything or make you buy anything. Just a like. Hit the like button. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. Hit the like button. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. Hit the like button. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. Hit the like button. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. Yo, if you don't hit the like button, it's probably because you're fronting. And you ain't got to front to move. Yo, we got a lot to do. Show and prove. Who do you really think you are? If you are a star up in the sky, I'm going to ask you to prove it. Why? Because I want to see if you are 100%. You can get over with a 90, but it's behind me. All the things that I did before. Right now, I'm in the sports and even in the score. If I lost before I ever met you, you can best believe somewhere down the line, I'ma get you. And it ain't all about the revenge or even the binge. When I'm drunk, I'm going out, never like a punk. Well, what have we here?
You have a call from
Mariah.
Mariah, what's good? Happy New Year. What's up with you?
Happy New Year to you. What's up with it?
You already know.
I came in late. I came in like 5 minutes ago. So what's the topic, boo?
Well, first of all, you're not really late because the first stream, I had to shut it down because the sound wasn't right. So I had to redo the whole thing. So we really only been up. We've been up for 24 minutes now. So, we good. Okay. But you ain't real late. You didn't miss nothing. And the title of the show is, if you don't check them, then you agree with them. So we're talking about like when you let somebody either do some things that they shouldn't be doing or say some things that maybe aren't true or that they shouldn't be saying. But if you don't do anything about it, or if you don't at least say something, speak up about it, then it could be because you agree with whatever they doing. Like, for example, like the example that I was using, it was about, let's say somebody who's a good friend of yours, a close friend of yours, and they come back and they tell you that somebody who is not a good friend of yours was talking shit about you, throwing dirt on your name. You know what I mean? Maybe even spreading rumors and lies about you. And you might ask them, okay, well, when they was talking all of this, because they was saying it to you, right? Like, and they say, yeah, they was saying it to you. Well, what did you say when they was talking all of this to you? Because this one thing if they saying it to somebody else and you just hear it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. But if they are talking to you,
yeah,
like, my question would be like, so what did you say when they were saying all of this? And if they say nothing, that makes me wonder if we're really as close as I thought we were, and if you
exactly.
Yeah. So, like
not only that, son, I'll be like, why? Okay, so you're coming back to me and couldn't wait to get back to me to tell me what somebody else said about me. But why? My question to you is, why do they feel comfortable telling you shit about me?
There you go. So I'm thinking the same thing. Like they feel like you are a good person for them to just go ahead and mouth off about you. You know what I mean? And all you did was come back and tell me.
Exactly. So people like that, obviously. So let's take for instance, if you know me and her, if she know me and you cool, why is she feeling comfortable, or why is he feeling comfortable talking about me to you?
Right. That's the question that's on the table. That's what we want to know.
Exactly. So therefore, we ain't as cool as you want. You ain't as cool. We ain't as cool as you think. As I think we are, because you just trying to come back and tell me shit about what she said to see what I'm gonna say about her, so you can run back and tell her what I said, so you can keep this shit going back and forth.
Either that, or they trying to make you think that. Listen, so I wouldn't let nobody say these things about you or not tell you. Like they might be coming to you acting like, so I'm just letting you know that if they've been acting like they your friend, they really not, because this is what they've been saying about you. And I'm like, what about you? And I don't like that. I don't want to shoot down no information that I feel like I should be getting. You know what I mean? But you can.
If that person so-called call you, themselves your friend, and they should know your personality. They should know, hey, look, no, I'm gonna check this shit right then and there, and after I check you, I'm gonna go back and tell my friend what you said.
Mm-hmm.
That should have been the end of it. So, as a friend, I shouldn't have to be like, damn. I should have to question your friendship. Like, damn, I should have to ask you, did you check them? You should already told me, hey, look, so-and-so was talking shit about you. I had to check that shit real quick, and then the first thing I'm gonna do is come back and tell you what happened, and I check that real quick. Instead of like just listen to him, like just talking shit about you. Why you listen to him talking shit about me and not say nothing? But I just want to come back and tell you what he said or she said, but you didn't check him though?
Yeah.
You didn't check him?
They didn't check him.
That's like somebody talking like let's say for instance, one of my aunties talk about my mama. I'll be respectful because of who she is. I'll be like, hey, look, that's between y'all, but I'm still talking about my mama to me. You've been disrespectful towards me, knowing that's my mama.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Hold on a second. Hold on.
My mama, what, you know?
Wait. Hold on a second. Hold on.
You have a call from.
That's like somebody talking like.
We live, Kim. We good.
Hey, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, chat. Happy New Year, family. Happy New Year, everybody. And the same for the hair crazy psychopaths we might get. Happy New Year to them, too. I'm glad everybody made it through. We survived 2025. Yay!
Yeah.
We did. Yes, ma'am. I sure didn't think we were going to.
Still got a long way to go. Still got a... Good.
Don't say that.
I mean, we do. You know what I mean? Like,
I know, but let's just try to relish in the moment.
I'm hoping that 2025 wasn't just practice.
Oh, it was, because we already got bad news. On New Year's Eve, I got all the information. I said, damn, the day before he dropping this shit? I was like, oh my God, we going into a mess.
Yeah.
We thought November was bad, baby. Get ready.
Yeah,
Oh,
I am ready though. I am ready. So Kim, we talking about if you don't check them about it, then you agree with them.
Oh, yes, I was listening. I was listening when you called me, and I was like, you can wait until I get up to go fix some tea to call me back.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean? The stream act like it didn't want to come up tonight. You know what I'm saying? It was sleepy. It was like, no, I'm still in 2025 with these problems.
So, I've been listening.
All right.
Well, first, who is the other caller on the line?
Mariah.
Hi, Mariah.
Hello, how are you?
I'm well, thanks for asking. I want to give her a chance to finish everything she was going to say first, because I have a different perspective.
I was pretty much finished, so you can go ahead and hop right in, baby.
Okay. So I have a different perspective on this. If we're talking about the person bringing back the information and it was because somebody was telling a lie or spreading rumors, I can understand. They should have stepped in and said something. But if it's somebody who has a grievance, then I have a different perspective on it. And this is where I'm at with it. So I think we sometimes live in a bubble of lies to ourselves because we assume our friends aren't speaking to each other when they're upset with us or with the things we do. I think it's okay for us to vent to our friends about our other friends, but we get a little iffy if they vent about us to their other friends. And I say that because, and I want to be clear in it, because I think the assumption is, well, why do they feel comfortable talking to you? They should know that you're going to get with them. And they should be careful and walk on eggshells with what they're saying to the person about my friend. And I think of that often because I have a mutual friend with somebody who I'm not friends with. And I don't give a damn if it's her mama. I'm saying it to her sister. Fuck your sister. And it's because who can be my ass for it? Because I'm going to say what I want to say. Your sister's trash. She's an asshole. Fuck her. It's just that simple. Why should our mutual friend get into an argument with me because of my feelings? Why should her sister get into an argument with me because of my feelings? Because if that's what we're going to do, then nobody will ever be friends on this planet.
But that's not the situation that we're talking about.
Okay.
It doesn't really apply because basically we're talking about a situation where loyalty may be on the table. You know what I'm saying? So we're not talking about, mutual friends. We're talking about somebody who is not a friend to you, who might be talking shit to somebody who is absolutely a friend to you. And what would make them comfortable about talking to
a random person?
It might not be y'all might, there are people that you might not like, or people that who you don't really consider to be a friend. They might be somebody that in passing or
A coworker or something like that.
an associate. Like they not your peoples.
Okay.
But they talking to your peoples who they know for a fact are cool with you, but they throwing dirt on your name. Like I said, in a case where there's a grievance between the two of y'all, that's a different story. Still, I would still choose my audience. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to spit my lyrics to a crowd that's not going to cheer for them. Like, for what? You know what I'm saying? So, in other words, if the roles were reversed, and I'm not cool with somebody that I know you're cool with, why am I talking shit about your peoples to you, knowing that even if you don't say nothing about it, you gonna feel some kind of way about it because that's your people's. You know what I mean? Like what's going on here? But you know, the question would arise like, so you just gonna let me go on and on about your people's, whether I'm telling the truth or not, whether I'm speaking venomously or not? Like, you just gonna let me go on about that? Because there are more situations than just this that you have to take a look at, and we're going to go into that too. But why would I talk to a friend of my, not necessarily enemy, but somebody who I'm not cool with like that? Why would I talk greasy about them to their friends unless I'm looking for trouble? And why would that person just let me do that uncontested?
So again, are we all going to be beefing because of this issue I have with other people?
I don't know. Every situation is different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not a universal. I think it's a case-by-case situation. Because again, for me, like, because different one of us, we run in different circles. But, you know, our city is small. People think it's big, but it's not. It's small. So we all, basically, somebody knows somebody who knows. So we live in 6 degrees of separation here. So we are always constantly in circles with somebody who knows somebody. Like, even when my friend is talking to me and she's in an Uber, she's like, I'll wait till I'm home because I don't know who knows who. That kind of situation. So because of that, there is a chance I'm going to be in public and I may cross paths with someone who is friends with someone I'm not. And I'm not going to bite my tongue about what I'm saying. I don't want anybody to get the impression they feel like, well, she better shut up about my friend when she's in my presence. I don't have to shut the fuck up for nobody. I'm going to say what I want to say because I'm a grown-ass woman. So I don't want it to be misconstrued and people think, well, because you're not, like, even with me and my friends, I don't believe in that. If you hear somebody talking shit about me, so be it. If it's somebody who you're a mutual friend with, I don't expect them to get into it with me unless it's a lie. Now, if it's a lie, that's a different situation. If it's something that's an assault on my character, that's a different situation. But if it's somebody who just have a grievance, I don't give a fuck what they say. And you shouldn't either, friend. And you shouldn't even put yourself in an argument situation with somebody over me, because that's how they feel. That's not how you feel, and we good. Friend, I don't need you arguing. I don't need our 50-year-old selves arguing and fighting with people who don't matter to me. So I wouldn't expect my friend to get into an argument. Now, it's different, and I want them in an argument over that. But if it's a lie, then I do want them to be like, wait a minute, you know that's not true. Hey, I don't think that's true. I know my friend. That ain't true of my friend. But if it's some dumbass because they have a feeling about me, girl, fuck them and live your best life. So that's where I stand with that. Like, it's not a big deal to me. And I have a circle of friends who it's not a big deal either, unless it's a lie that's told or a rumor. Then that's when it's different. But if it's just somebody with a grievance, girl, feel how you feel.
Well, we was literally talking about, you know, it could be lies or whatever. First of all, if it's somebody who you're not cool with, or that you don't really know you like that, where's the grievance coming from?
You know, sometimes it just is. You can have meet a person in passing and y'all not get along. An example is my goddaughter had an incident with somebody else's child, and their mother came, and she and I had an incident. Well, let's fast forward. We're at a party together of somebody. I didn't know he knew her. She didn't know he knew me. And we're at the party together. And I walked past and she says to my cousin, I think because she and my cousin are friends, didn't know they knew each other. She's like, I know her. She's a bitch. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. My cousin's like, why do you think she's a bitch? She's like, yeah, my daughter and her goddaughter got into it. yada, 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 yada. My cousin's like, wait a minute. Come here, Kim. So now let's talk this out like grown people. Because she has an opinion of you, and I get where she's coming from. I wasn't there. I know how your goddaughter is, but I also know how her daughter is. So those kind of situations can occur. You just never know who knows who and what can happen in passing. Now, fortunately, my cousin's not messy. She's like, hey, grown-ass women, come over here and talk. Y'all figure this out because them are kids. Y'all shouldn't be into it over no kids. And we worked it out, and we became friends after that. We were good. So it's different scenarios. That's why I think it's a case-by-case situation. I wouldn't want my person getting into it with somebody, even if it's somebody I don't really know. Anything could happen. Listen, again, 6 degrees of separation here. My ex, his new girlfriend is friends with at least 10 of my friends. Now, she hates my guts. I get it. Because, you know, it's still cool. She hates my guts. So I imagine she's in situations where she's saying stuff. Girl, bye. I don't want none of my friends arguing with her. I don't know her, and she really don't know me. But she hates my guts because of this man. I don't want my people arguing.
Why would she go? Why would she pick? Like you, all of these people that you could talk to one-on-one. Why would you pick the person that person knows that you're super cool with to get in their ear about
because
you negatively?
Women are messy. That's okay. I love them.
All right. So
women are messy, and that's the truth.
All right. So but they feel that even a person that's messy will spread their filth where they're comfortable.
Oh, no. Sometimes we live in a society where even grown-ass 50-plus-year-old women like to test the waters. Let me see how hot this water is. Let me see if I could poke the bear. Let me just pop off at the mouth. So that happens too. Like, that's real life. That's what happens for real.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so if you're talking about an experience that the two of them had, that's one thing. But also in those scenarios, you know, it's important that the story get told correctly, because when some people get angry, they speak from their own perspective.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So I just don't see a problem with saying, like, listen, I don't, you know, I wasn't there when this, that, and the third happened, whatever, but that's my people. So, you know, we ain't got to talk about all of that. That's still a check.
That happened. But like you said, if your friend is coming back, and so if my cousin came back and said, hey, this lady over here was talking bad about you. She said what she said. I let her know you my cousin. I don't rock with it. I don't want to feel like, I don't think anybody should feel like, hey, I got a cousin now who doesn't talk to me because a friend of mine does not like my cousin. She said what she said to me. I said, hey, I get it. You mad, you don't like her, whatever. That's still my cousin. We ain't gonna keep talking about it. Pop your shit out and we done.
That's still a check. We're talking about
wait a minute.
All right.
When I told my cousin's thing was, well, why did she feel comfortable talking to you? I don't know why she felt comfortable talking to me.
But the bottom line, but you did check her.
Yeah,
now I'm talking about in a situation where they just let them go on and they say shit as if they.
Okay.
There's a difference.
My cousin is still angry because she felt like I should have checked her more, and she's stuck on the, well, what was you saying that made her feel comfortable to tell you this or to say that?
Okay, well, listen, I can't deal with everybody.
Like they can't talk freely.
I can't deal with everybody's ideas of how far that somebody should go. But I'm talking about a scenario where they didn't check them at all. They didn't say shit. They just let them go. They was
Okay.
they were a listening ear. There's a difference. If you let them know, like, well, that's my people's, what I mean? So I don't really want to, what I mean? I wasn't there, when you all went through what y'all went through, but I'm cool with you and I'm cool with maybe, I mean, because it ain't always a situation where the person that they talking to is cool with them. It could be, they might have just wanted to, they might have been trying to get into some messy shit. Like, well, I know that's her people right there, so I'm gonna go and get into her ear or get into his ear and see what happens.
Oh yeah, those people exist. That's true.
But you would know if you would know who somebody you're close to. What you would know what their relationship to somebody who's talking random shit about you is. You know what I mean? You would know the dynamics of that. But this show is called "If You Don't Check Them About It, Then You Agree with Them." So I have other scenarios.
Okay.
Because look at it like this. Okay. So let's say a situation in the hood that exists in every hood that I know of, where old head dude, or maybe a dude that's in his 20s, likes to mess around with young girls, 14, 15, and all of that.
He's a pedophile. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Guess what happens? Nobody ain't saying shit though. They know. They know he 22, 23, 24, but he like to mess around with, these chicks that's going on they freshman dance and they soft hop. But ain't nobody.
I'm trying to take myself further too. I don't know how deep you want to go, but it'd be like that in your own family too.
Exactly.
Hold on, we gonna get there. We gonna get there. We gonna get there.
As quiet as it's kept.
So, like I said, we gonna get there. So when everybody knows that this young man is messing around or likes to keep the company of young girls, but ain't nobody say shit about it, well, that's like a cosign. Because guess what's going to happen?
It's kind of like that old saying goes, what goes on this house stays in this house type of shit,
Well, the thing is, like I said, if you don't check them, then you agree with them, because you've been letting it go. You've been letting it go. You ain't, what I mean? You ain't been doing shit about it. You might feel some kind of way about it, but you ain't say shit. You ain't said shit, and you ain't went to somebody else who might be able to do something about it as well. So soon as somebody does check him, or some real nasty, slimy shit happen, like one of them get pregnant. He 24 and she like, I don't know, 14, 15, maybe even 13. And the first thing he gonna say is, ain't nobody say nothing about it. Everybody knew. It wasn't a secret. I wasn't sneaking around with them. They was riding in my cars. They was coming over my house. I even went over their house. I was on their porch with them. Ain't nobody say nothing. Now she pregnant. Everybody want to treat me like R. Kelly. Well, speaking of R. Kelly, the people who he was with, they knew what was going on.
They sure did. They were trash too. They are complicit.
Yeah, I don't know if they. I don't know if they checked him or not. But I know one thing. They had enough opportunities to say, yo, this ain't right. So they had the right to bail out. They had the right to check them. They had the right to contact the authorities. They had the opportunity to do a whole lot of things, and they didn't do it. So who's to say that they wasn't with it?
It goes all the way back to Aaliyah with her Aaliyah mama and daddy and uncle knew how old R. Kelly was when he was messing with Aaliyah. They didn't care because they was benefiting from him.
Well,
everybody was complicit.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good until it look bad. But now that it's finally in a stage where it looks bad, now you look bad because you knew about all this. That's what's going on in politics right now with this Epstein shit. Everybody running scared like, I ain't do nothing. I just knew you knew everything that was going on. Now you're going to have to answer for it.
That's why some of them are bailing out.
And that's whether. Well, hold on, but that's
they know.
No, I'm talking about the people on the Epstein list. You know what I mean? So yeah, you didn't whether you participated in it or not. You knew what was going on, and you took the plane up out of there and ain't say shit. Now that your name is going to be mentioned along with all of the offenders, you like that ain't right because I didn't do nothing, but you didn't say nothing. And you going to have to answer for what you didn't say because you not saying something was as bad as you doing something because there were clear-cut victims. You knew. So all of y'all getting belt the ass for that shit. Everybody is about to be uncomfortable who participated.
As they should be, and fuck them.
So like I said, this ain't that much different than the person coming to your peoples and talking shit about you and not saying nothing. And them not saying nothing. Because they could have cut that off at the pass. Now they did say something to you, and they should get they should get some credit for that. But at the end of the day, of course, the person or you is gonna feel some kind of way about it because they don't know. And this conspiratorial environment that we live in, you don't know who's who nowadays. Now it'd be one thing if y'all homeboys or homegirls or whatever, y'all been down with each other since way back, so you know what it is. But it might not be a situation where it's like that. It might be a situation where y'all have only known each other for a few years, but maybe y'all got close. Maybe y'all met each other at a job, business thing, a social setting, a club, organization, something like that, where y'all got really cool. But you haven't known that person a long time, but you're dealing with other people who y'all have not known a long time too. But they might have a clear understanding about the relationship dynamic that y'all have going on.
So saying like in your case, it's basically it's basically like if you see something, say something, but in your words, if you hear something, say something.
How about if you know something? How about if you know something, do something?
That's true.
I hate that whole hood code stuff. When you know something, people just still well, that's so-and-so grandson. I don't give a damn about Miss Watson's grandson. I don't. Miss Watson should know her grandson's trash.
It's okay to be okay to be cool with somebody, but if they fucking up, hey, I ain't gonna look the other way, especially with some pedophile shit. But I think it's.
I don't know if you remember the last time we talked. I told you to look up that about that Chicago woman when she got jumped by them badass.
Yeah.
But it starts like that too. Like they mamas and daddies been knowing they were fucking badass kids, but it took all that for that woman to get jumped on and her kids to get jumped on for the parents to come out and want to tame their damn kids. You knew your kids was fucking bad from the jump.
They sure did.
But it took that one instant for that woman to get beat up on, for you to, and the whole community to come out in her defense, for you to take your badass kids. Just like going back to the story where we were talking about, you knew your fucking nephew and your son was a fucking pedophile, but you didn't do shit about it. And you let that grown ass man grow up to affect other little kids and shit like that. But you know your fucking child you raised looking no good. You know your fucking nephew you raised looking fucking no good. But you kept letting the cycle repeat itself until the shit came to light. Then all of a sudden, well, no, my son was a good boy. My son was a good man. No, your son's a fucking pedophile messing around with 13, 14-year-old girls and got them pregnant and shit. Now you trying to call their moms and daddies, well, is she gonna get an abortion, but can we keep the baby type shit? Well, let's just keep it in the family. No. Call them people on his ass.
Your fast-ass child, your fast-ass daughter. Fast-ass daughter, she's 13. She's 13. Her mental ain't there. But that grown-ass man, he know what he's doing. Ooh.
They want to call them, they put up all their nephews and sons and shit, but then want to call a girl out with their name. She being fat, she being hot, she just like her mama in the street. No. You knew fucking pedophile son was a pedophile when he was missing and touching on your daughter, on his brother, and on his sister in the household, but you kept it quiet. That's quiet as you kept. Or your pedophile brother touch on your daughter, but you kept it as quiet as you kept talking about, well, my daughter told me, but I didn't believe her. Type shit, you know?
Well, like, you know, there's really not too many differences between what the first example that we spoke about and any examples that we have going forward. You know, like, people are always gonna deduce that you agree with something that you don't push back on. And where's the proof that you don't agree? So you let this shit just go on all of this time. You ain't had nothing to say. You know, you had every opportunity to at least speak up about it. Remove yourself from the situation if you see that you checking them or you speaking up about it is not doing anything. All right, well look, I'm gonna just be out. You know what I'm saying? There's so many ways, so many places we could go with this. And it's funny, like whether we talking about these celebrities with R. Kelly and Diddy and anybody else that's half-ass toxic or whatever, they all have entourages. And everybody want to complain as soon as the check stops, but they ain't saying nothing when the money is flowing. Mm-hmm. And I guess when the money is flowing, you are very agreeable to everything that's going on. Because I haven't heard about nobody saying, listen, I don't even want this money no more. But you know who is doing this shit? These politicians out here. They ship like a motherfucker. But of course they are strategically jumping ship. They not just jumping ship, cutting their check off. They financial future is already secure. So there's a difference between quitting and retiring. When you retire, you know that money's still coming through. Or some money is coming through. When you quit, that's like, oh, all right. And it'd be funny because they'd be like, such and such resigned. Oh, no, the fuck they didn't. Slow down. You know what I mean? You know they didn't. And guess what? We know they didn't either. Like this Marjorie Taylor Greene shit. Like, oh, really? Really?
Marjorie let her slide. She's part of the problem.
Part of the problem?
Why this situation exists.
Part of the problem? She was the problem. Like the video and audio on this chick is disgusting. Mm-hmm. For her to sit in front of these cameras nowadays and act like she done had this divine epiphany. I'm like, if you don't get the fuck out of here, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. You election denier, January 6th promoter. Like, go ahead with all of that. You can't get that shit. You can't shake that off. Sorry. Can't shake it off. So
go straight to hell. That goes for her, Tim Scott, all of them who have supported this foolishness.
Hey, look, listen. Evidently, it ain't got bad enough for some of them.
No, because he still has a high rating, too high a rating.
It ain't got bad enough. So they say the captain always goes down with the ship. Well, maybe some of these cats are playing captain, because the ship is going down. Hey, every dog has his day. Woof, woof, woof.
Yeah.
Arf, arf, arf. So, but yeah. So, like I said, if you don't check them about it, then you agree with them. It's going to be hard for you to argue that you didn't agree with them because you ain't do shit. You ain't do shit. You ain't say shit, and you had a chance to do it. It's like people who are in the medical industry, like nurses and doctors and all of that shit, they're not allowed to watch somebody die on the streets and not administer CPR or first aid. And if it's found out that they saw or knew and they didn't help, they could get their licenses revoked. That's not acceptable. So the reason
I don't think that's enough sometimes. I don't think that's
Oh,
enough
it is.
sometimes.
It is, because people will tell on you.
It's not. No. Remember the EMT who was racist and was purposely harming children based on their ethnicity? No, getting their license revoked is not enough. They should be in jail just like
EMTs are
anybody
not
else.
on the same level as nurses and doctors. They're not on the same level. And they don't take the same oath. It's different. So I'm talking.
I remember that it happened in Dallas, but that woman, she was pregnant, and the clerk, I don't know if she was a clerk or she was doing triage. She was just like asking her questions about when did you do, and the woman was clearly in distress, talking about I'm having a baby right now. And she made that woman wait like 12 minutes. Oh no, longer than 12 minutes, and then 12 minutes later she had her baby, and the baby came out with like his eyes open and through the birth canal, and she got fired first, but then she's suing the woman that's suing the hospital because of neglect. So yeah, you have a more duty to do what's right. But
Hold on. I see something interesting in the comments. Diversity Puppet said, MTG, love her or hate her, she was one of the ones that wasn't bought. She said what she wanted to. Can you respect that, or do you only respect people that say what sounds good? She was bought. Where do you get that she wasn't bought? She was bought. So matter of fact, let's say she wasn't bought. She gave herself for free. She was gifted. But yeah, she is as guilty as they are. So just because, this whole, and you have to remember that the only reason that she's rebelling now is because Trump wouldn't back her for the Senate race. Had he backed her, none of this shit would be going on. None of this shit would be going on. But she knows that now, regardless of the Epstein files, with this big, beautiful bill that she signed on to, she got to answer to a district. They ain't feeling that shit. So what's better for her to do? Create a diversion and a better reason for her to resign, because she's going to get back, and she's not getting out of politics all the way. And for real, besides the Epstein shit, I don't hear her. She ain't really snitching on nobody. What did she say? I ain't heard her say nothing except for her belly aching about him calling her a traitor, Marjorie Trader Brown. That's what she seemed to be more upset about. I don't hear her running around here saying like, yo, and these conversations that me and him used to have when he don't give a fuck about nobody. She would know. I don't hear her talking about that. She's doing what's good for her. She ain't no different than him. Not at all. So let me say this. Fuck her. Fuck him. Wait a minute, I'm not done. Fuck her, fuck him, fuck them. All of them. So I see through the bullshit. We not having that. You know what I mean? Like these little, you want to turn, you a jailhouse snitch now. Talking about some. I've been receiving death threats. This ain't right. Bitch, you knew that's what he does. You lucky to be alive, because you ain't had no problem when somebody else was, when you was calling for people to get killed. When you said Nancy Pelosi is guilty of treason without a trial, without any accusations, and that's punishable by death. Oh, but that's cool. But when you getting real with death threats, and by the way, maybe because you, Nancy Pelosi husband, damn near got beat to death. I don't remember you speaking up about that. I don't remember you having nothing to say about that. So it sounds to me like maybe you a little complicit. What's the title of this show? If you don't check him about it, you agree with him. So you was agreeing with Trump and all of this shit. You, matter of fact, you was blowing his horn. You might have been blowing his balls, for all I know. But now, you know what I mean? He ain't come through with no flowers and candy. He told you that you couldn't get a job. You know, remember, you work for the party that where women not supposed to be advanced. You ain't got no business wanting to be a senator. You supposed to have your ass home listening to your husband, making him a sandwich and making sure he got the remote and a beer. That's what they say. You out here being ambitious. You know what I mean? You need to slow down. You need to slow your fast ass down. You know what I mean? Stay out of the gym. Stay out of the gym with your strong ass. You fucking female bam bam bitch. Get the fuck out of here. All right. Now, you don't have to understand politics and all of that. All you have to do is understand people. When somebody jumps ship and they start talking real greasy about the same people who they were in love with before, you just have to look for, you have to ask where's the motivation coming from that. But once again, the title of this show is, if you don't check them about it, then you agree with them. Now, you was agreeing with them for years. Then soon as you don't get what you want, you wanted Fruit Loops and they gave you Frosted Flakes and now you mad. I know how it be. I was over here eating Cookie Crisp. I wanted Apple Jacks. Hey, be with it. It is what it is. Now you eating grape nuts. After, sucking Trump nuts. But all right, it's all good. Everything he did was all right with y'all. Y'all made excuses for him and all of that. Now you got the nerve, the unmitigated gall going on liberal podcasts, talk shows, and networks saying, "Oh, I'm tired of these toxic politics." Bitch, the nerve of you. For shame, Marjorie. For shame. But anyway, we ain't got to stay.
Marjorie, can I add to this? Can I add to these?
Go ahead.
Fuck around and find out people. So there's a couple I used to watch a lot on YouTube because I really thought, that they were good. They're from Cuba. And the husband gets real emotional when he came to the United States about the freedoms we have here. So at first I liked him, but then when this moron started running again, they were all in for him. And they listened to that politician who's Cuban. She said, "Oh, he's for us," because she's a MAGA person. And everything that's happened the past year, they have said, "Oh, he's a good guy. He's going to look out. He wants people to come into the country the right way. And because we came in the right way, we are good. We don't have to worry." People say, "You need to worry because you could be on the chopping block." And they're like, "No, he would never mess with us because we did it the right way." Yada, 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 yada. Hey, let's fast forward to their video last week. So now the tables are turned because he's probably going to be deported. And they can't understand why. It's impossible. Because we did the right things and we did it the right way. And we didn't come in here like that. And he came in and he got a job and he's put into this economy. And we don't understand why he might be getting ready to be deported. I don't get it. I do. Because you were told. You thought something different was going to take place. So see, those people are complicit too. The people who have been talking about it for all this time and thinking because they came into the country the right way, air quote, the right way, and he's only giving out the people who are illegal. And the people who've done it the wrong way, and the criminals, and the rapists, and the monsters. That's what he's doing. And that's every other culture, from Somalians to Nigerians to Africans to anybody else but me. because we did it the right way. We're the only ones who did it the right way, and everybody else did it wrong, so it's not going to happen to us. But here it is a year later, right up under the new year. Right up under the new year. And now they are having a different conversation on the internet. And here, what's funny is they are still like, we believe this is going to be resolved. We believe this is going to be resolved. There's no way that that he's going to be deported because we did all the right things. And I just know when he gets calm after all this stress the other party is causing him and all these other things are going on, he's going to see and fix this and we'll be okay. And then there's people in the chat are saying the same thing to them in the comments. Oh, you guys are fine. It's only the bad people who's being rounded up. It's only the bad people that ICE is going after. It's only the gang members. It's only the rapists. It's only the pedophiles. It's only the robbers and the thieves and the people who are eating dogs and cats. It's only them. Hey, guess what? It's not. So I just wanted to add that too, because them people too are complicit as well. They are part of the problem, just like Martin. But everybody's in denial. That's we live in that kind of society. It works when it's for you. When it benefits you, it works. Now, I'm not saying that's everybody because I don't speak in absolute. But we do live in a society where there are several people who do and say these things when it benefits them. Hey, we don't care about what's going to happen with SNAP benefits because it don't affect me. Oh, so what? Those lazy ass people who are taking from everybody, they don't deserve to get these benefits until it's your Meemaw. Till it's their Meemaw, it's different.
The Meemaw. Yeah, get the Meemaw. Yeah, listen. Hey, there's a whole lot of treachery and a whole lot of jumping ship, turncoating, and all that shit. When the checks don't get cut, that's when people start talking. Mm-hmm. Checks don't get cut, or some type of benefit that they was getting. You know, now I've seen people leave jobs. They had nothing bad to say about them jobs until, when everybody else was getting fired, they had shit to say about it. They was all right with that.
Just like the government shutdown, people was losing their jobs left and right. People wasn't getting paid. They started paying.
Oh boy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then when it got serious, when it got real, like, oh, what do you mean? I'm not going to get paid. Me? Or now, my annual review, it means something. All right, before there is nothing worse than getting fired from a job where your annual review is good. Like 4 out of 5 stars.
My review was great. I'm like, oh, good job.
4 out of 5 stars year after year after year. Now here you are on the outside looking in. But when everybody else was getting laid off, when everybody else was getting set up and railroaded and forced to retire, forced to resign, all that old shit. It was all good. Oh, they'll be all right. They'll get another job. Or they wasn't really working anyway. You didn't have nothing to say about it. You was complicit. I see this shit all the time in management. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. But when your account get audited and you know what I mean, somebody's coming in, they bringing in an external or an outsourced company to investigate your shit, look at your books, find out how you're doing things, and put violations on your procedures. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. Why y'all doing this to me? Like, you don't realize the whole situation was based on money. Ain't nothing personal. It ain't personal. This thing was always about the cash. As soon as you're not making enough of it or bringing enough of it in, you got to go. Welcome to the real
That's
world.
why I make it clear. I am not the person to include on no shady shit. I'm not. I am not the person because we are not in this together at all. You doing what? Oh, okay. And you told me? Oh, okay. You made a mistake. I am not the person.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not ashamed of it either.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, you gonna check somebody about something, then yeah, you agree with them. You'll continue to agree with them until you see that the ship is going down and it's taking you down with them. Hard to breathe underwater. It's hard as hell.
I don't understand that, especially when it's something illegal. Like, people don't like freedom anymore? That's not popular?
Evidently, freedom means different things to different people.
It has to.
Yeah, it definitely does.
I mean, I know what it means to me. It means everything to me. And it's always going to be popular in my world, so I don't understand that, especially when it's something illegal or something where my freedom is in question. No. Yeah, no thank you. I'm a pass.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not a big fan. Like, I know the law, but I'm not a big fan of it. And but I'm not gonna fake the funk like I agree with something that I don't agree with, or that I don't agree with something that I do agree with. I'm not the one to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to the government and all of that, I'm not going to act like I'm the one who. They not giving me nothing. All they've ever done was take from me. So if I see somebody getting away with taking from them, I mum's the word over here. I don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah, that ain't my shit.
Yeah,
it don't affect me.
Yeah, I'm not checking you on that. I'm sorry, especially if it's the IRS. You got a way to get around paying your taxes. Because I'm tired of them taking my shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm like, yo, homie, just show me how you do. You say we can get away with this? All right, count me in. Cause shit, nobody can check their books, right? So if nobody can check your books and you collecting money from everybody unchecked, you can't even be investigated. You think I think you doing the right thing? Well, if
I think that's what we're looking at right now. I think that's set up in a way right now because everybody else can be audited, but the government can't be audited right now. Like, and it's such a mess dealing with the IRS now. Like, who's gonna find out? By the time the information comes out, it's gonna be 2 terms later. And by the time the mess is cleaned up, it's 6 terms later.
Well, the IRS can't be audited, but earlier last year now, when he first got in office, he put the sticks to them. He fucked them up. You know what I mean?
So it's still a mess.
Yeah, well, I mean, but I can't be, that's the one thing about him I can't be mad at. Cause I'm like, y'all been playing around with people's money all these years. You're like, but he told y'all not gonna play around with his. Yeah, I don't like him, but I don't like y'all more.
Mm-hmm. Well, they allowed it, so I mean, you get what you asked for. All I'm saying
is I'm not going to front like I'm down with something I'm not down with, and I'm not going to act like I'm not down with something that I am. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. I don't even respect that. I don't respect that in people. I don't respect. I don't get down like that. I don't get down with people who roll in those types of circles. That ain't me. But yeah, I mean, listen. We can always put people that we know and their behavior under a microscope and see what we get. We all excuse certain people for being the way they are, even if the way they are kind of fucked up. But we have to understand that the time is going to come when, we may have to answer questions for that. Don't clam up now. Because, somebody heard what you said and somebody saw what you did. That's all. What up, Jason? What's good? But yeah.
Happy New Year, Jason.
So, the cards are going to fall where they may. It's all in the design. It's all in the design. But yeah, this shit is this.
I definitely believe when it has to do with children, like, I think no one should sit back and say nothing. You know what I mean? When it has to do with children, if you are watching this and you are aware of it and you are complicit, you are part of this, you are the cause, you are the effect, and you are scum. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel about that when it comes to children. And you should know, like family members who know something has happened to a child and they didn't do anything or say anything. Like, I love my auntie, but to this day, I'm like, ma'am, you took us out of town to the house of somebody you know who was a fucking pedophile and told us to sleep in a van and lock the door and don't open it for anybody but you. I love you, auntie. Why did you even take us out of town to that shit? For real, why did you? And why were you in the company of this person? Like, that kind of shit. Like, I love you, auntie, but boy, I have never forgotten that. Because I'm looking on it like, everybody in the clique. Like, why did this happen? And why were you comfortable telling us to stay and sleep in a van and don't open the door for anybody because you knew this? Ma'am, I love you, but that's fucked up. That's how I feel about it.
Right. I totally get it. I overstand.
That's why my mama, she didn't play. We didn't have sleepovers. No one slept over at our house, and we didn't sleep over at nobody else's house, family or not.
Well, yeah, I can't. I don't have that story to tell. We was always spending the night over somebody's house back in the day, but shit happened. That kind of thing didn't happen with me or around me, so it is what it is. But I've known plenty of scenarios where it did happen to certain people, and in order to not make certain people look bad, everybody act like it didn't happen, or like it was going to go away, or like they really took care of it and it wasn't going to happen again. And that's not exactly what happened. So all of those people were complicit. They all had a stake in it. Everybody got an answer for it.
I know this is a fictional thing, but that's why it's Nightmare on Elm Street. But it was like the parents set the Freddy on fire, and so shouldn't be bothering kids. They did the right thing as a collective unit. We gonna set him on fire. I bet you don't touch another child. That's what they did.
Well, one thing is for sure, you're not totally opposed to violence. I understand. I
mean, maybe just a little bit. Just a little bit, just a little.
I understand how it be. I do. Maybe more than I wish I understood, but I totally understand. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't fuck around when it come to kids either. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that's definitely where I draw the line. Like, yeah, I mean, we not doing that.
Like, everybody knew this man was 32 and he tried to molest this 15-year-old. I'm quick to call somebody out for it, and that's why I get put out of people's houses a lot. He
was quote unquote taking care of her though. He was teaching her things.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
I'm just saying what they said. I'm just telling you what all of them said when questioned about how come, you know, some people didn't say what probably should have been said. That's all.
I say a lot. That's why I get put out often, because I'm always going to say something. I just don't. I don't believe in that complicity. Like even now, I have a little cousin who is getting ready to have to face the world by himself, and everybody is mad and saying all this stuff about he's lazy and he's da 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 da. And I'm like, well, who the hell taught him anything? Who prepared him for the world? Because last time I checked, nobody did. And everybody's mad at me for saying it, but I didn't tell a lie. It's the truth. Everybody sat back and watched the fall of him. And now you mad at him? My other cousin who smoked weed, he don't want to do shit. He just want to sit around and smoke weed. Y'all introduced him to him when he was 14. What do you think was going to happen? Now they mad. I mean, what? What you want me to say? I'm that person. I'm that person. I'm going to make you real shitty. Here, let me get my pocketbook right now, because I know you're going to put me out, but I'm going to say what I'm going to say before I go out.
Right.
Yeah.
Some kids just be a product of their environment, you know?
Exactly. That's my whole point. Even some of the pedophiles, some of them are a product of their environment. I'm not saying it's okay, but we know what the statistics say. We know the reality of it. So we just gonna act like he didn't get touched. That's what caused him to touch other kids. Cause y'all thought he was gonna grow out of it. Cause nobody did shit. Oh, okay. We gonna act like that happened.
Grow out of it.
I'm not, but y'all can.
Yeah, I had a cousin, not gonna call no names, but I had a cousin, he was like really, really faithful in the church. And when he was 12, he was touched by the pastor.
Ooh, we ain't gonna talk about the church, girl. You said some people out here.
I know, but he was touched by the pastor when he was 12 years old, and he came and confronted the pastor when he turned 18, and he after he graduated from high school, and he confronted the pastor in the church house on a Sunday, and the pastor was just
as he should.
His son, like and Gary made the news and everything. So this was back in 2012. So,
that's why I'm not quick to hear. I don't condone violence. However, some things I understand. So when somebody say that young man was crazy and he needed meds and the world is crazy, he went in there and shot our pastor. He was such a good man of the church. We're not going to play this. Let's dig deep into this. Let's dig deeper into this, because I bet 9 times out of 10 the story is a little different. He didn't just go in there and shoot him for no reason. Something happened. Now, I'm not saying it's always like that.
Yeah, because sometimes you got to check that profile.
Yeah. But we know look at all some of these top pastors, men of the cloth, who later on we found out, they was diddling. They were diddling kids. They were in there doing stuff to the altar boys. They was XYZ.
No, and that's what kids is on a download too.
Exactly. So that's why I say sometimes we just got to be mindful. We just have to be mindful with how we move with some of this stuff. I'm not saying every situation is the same. Every person who has negative stuff to say about somebody is in the right or in the wrong. But in some situations, let me hear what you got to say.
Yeah.
Let me hear what you going to say. Because it might be something I need to hear. It might be something I need to know. It might be something that should have been questioned. Like, we just recently went through a situation where this whole time, somebody's been telling my friend the dude she's dealing with is married. And they telling a lie. Been saying it for the longest time. She said, I'm going to wait it out and see what happens. Come to find out, it wasn't a lie at all. All the truth started to come out, leak. That person wasn't telling a lie. They weren't spreading the rumor. They were telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
They was trying to warn her in advance. It's everybody else who sit and watched it and didn't want to say nothing, who's hush-hush, trying to be secret, but in her face. I tell her all the time, fuck all them. Fuck them hard. Fuck them. They ain't shit. They trash because they knew this nigga was married. Them ain't your friends. That's how I feel about it.
I agree. All right, we're gonna do these poll questions, do these birthday shout outs, and I'm gonna let y'all get on about y'all new year. All right, so the poll question was, if a friend of yours lets someone talk bad about you and doesn't defend you, are they your friend? 22% says yes, but not a good friend. An overwhelming majority of 58% says no, not a friend at all. 14% said a friend you should stay away from, and 6% said they are a friend of your enemies. So evidently, most people, well, at least the people in this poll, believe that if somebody is talking bad about your peoples, you should say something about it. At least check them. Do something. All right. Cool. All right. So look, we're going to do these birthday shout outs. I want to thank both of y'all for coming through. I appreciate y'all. I'm glad y'all was here in 2025. And I hope this to have a great 2026 with y'all.
Agreed and same. And you come back again.
I really appreciate you.
You too. You come back again, please.
You too. What's your name?
Kim.
Kim, my Mariah. My mama's name Kim.
Oh, see, you know, it's great.
Oh,
but I'm always here, Mariah. So you come back for sure.
I just started coming, I said about 3 weeks ago, but ask time how we got introduced to each other.
Oh, God. She called it. She came in here trolling all crazy. I still don't know where she came
trolling.
from.
What?
Hard.
You were one of the ones converted? Hey!
She's trolling hard.
Girl. But I settled on the show, so that's why I say.
Lordy.
Good. Glad to hear it. Well, everybody have a good stay. Yeah, I'm glad you trolled and I'm glad you converted and welcome. Everybody have a good, stay blessed, happy New Year. Get your boots on, strap up tight, because boom, it is already started. It is not going well already. For your people who are out here trying to make things happen, the shit that happened in November, they are back at it again. 23 states have signed on to make a repeat of what happened in November. They want it to start as early as today. So tell your people to pack up and prepare with whatever they got and whatever they need to do. I love you all. Until next time. Holla at you, son.
All right, y'all.
All righty, bye.
Thanks for coming through. Y'all be safe. See y'all tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Right. All right, yo, good stuff. Thank you for coming through, Mariah and Kim and Mariah. That's what's up. All right, we have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious December 31st, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box, J-Dub Walden and Kimberly Kamara, L. Tenise McMiller, Eve Banks, Tony Turner, Williams Peralta, Ankh June Dunn, Julia Cooper, Tanae Wright, Nina Bracco, Jessica Chisholm, and last but not least, my man Derek Azure. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious December 31st, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out. Rock on and do the damn to rock out. Rock on and do the damn rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, man, listen. If you don't speak up about something that you know, something that you've seen, something that you are familiar with, and you know that it's something that isn't good, isn't nice, isn't beneficial, isn't healthy, then you should say something about it. You should check somebody about it. At least let them say that, you know what, such and such did say something about it. I didn't want to hear what they had to say or even care what they had to say, but they did say something. It is what it is. It was what it was. It's going to be what it's going to be. I want to thank everybody who rolled out and rocked out with me in 2025. And I hope that y'all rock out and roll with me in 2026. We are ready. We are in motion. We're going to grow this channel. We're going to do some big things. And we're going to keep it hot. Real hot. You know what I'm saying? Hot like fish grease, but I wanted chicken. All right. Shirley Sherrill, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Shirley Sherrill, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Welcome to 2026. Thanks for rocking with me all the way back from 2014. You already know. Already know. Already know. I said already. Already. Okay. That being said, peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night, 2 a.m. in the morning. 2 a.m. in the... Y'all know we do our thing at 2 a.m. Yeah, Eastern time. You know the way, my friend. And yo, it ain't going to stop. We did it last year. Going to do it next year. Yo, we doing it this year. And I hope that y'all are going ahead because y'all in earshot. Yo, it's still hot. Hotter than anything that you saw before. Y'all know we come through with the conversations and make it like war. Yeah, war of the minds, but I find that we can still be friends. And yo, get a couple of friends, make a couple of ends. Yeah, we getting paid, but we gotta make sure that the bills is getting paid. And I'm here, my man Johnny West. Thanks for coming through late, but you're still the best. I see you, I see y'all. Tomorrow at 2 o'clock, see all y'all. And it's gonna be okay. We're gonna rock that shit and do it our way. Peace, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button before y'all get on the out of here. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. You already know. One love, baby. And I holla. Peace. Happy New Year.